You're watching the Pacific Rain and the Southern Dry Blues face off, as both teams are just looking for one win at least. The Blues couldn't play last week or last time due to not having enough players. Andre Dixon Jr. was gone, and there was nobody willing to play and step in for that role. Here we go now. First inning. And this one is to just put a win in the win column. Here's the pitch. That's hit inside. He jammed him inside, and that'll be the first out of the ball game. Out number one. We're looking for some powerful hits. I think this is gonna be a high-scoring game. That's a strikeout. So this quick out. Talk about a high-scoring game. Some good work on the mound there. But I still expect this to be a high-scoring game coming out. Here's the pitch. Ooh, and that'll be his fifth foul ball. And they'll go out over there. That's the first out for them up to bat. Here come the rain once again. That's hit well, but that'll be the second out. So we'll head to the top of the second inning. I was really expecting a high-scoring ball game. I guess I don't get any of that right now, as that one's hit well, and our runner will be on first. Our first base hit of the ball game. First contact of the ball game. There's a pitch. That's hit well. Runners on first and second. A lot of people didn't show up here. That's hit well. Once again, the bases will be loaded. These teams have had struggling seasons so far, but both of them are used to being super bold. And now we're walking a run. Both these teams are used to sit at the top of the standings almost every year, especially the Pacific Rain when they had Hunter Marshall. That one's hit left, and two will score in, and he'll stand up with a double, making it 0-3 Blues. And the Blues competed last year for that was a well-hit ball. The Blues competed last year for the championship game, but came up short to the Eagles as Andre Dixon Jr. hit one right to second base for Josh Marshall tagged the ball. And I think he'll be out on that one. So there'll be one out. Pitch. That's a well thrown ball. That'll be two outs. So we'll head to the bottom of the second with the high score right now. That's a good strikeout right there. Good ball positioning. I'm really seeing him tone up. But we got to see how he produces against better teams, like the top four teams. That's a good strikeout. Really want to see how these Southern Dry Blues will do against other top four teams. I think they'll barely be able to make it to the rubber match, but I don't think that they have a chance at going to the playoffs this late in the season, as there'll be a runner on first. Southern Dry Blues really made an impact last year as a new team, and just picking up a rookie that I don't know, he just blew by the league and ended up becoming an MVP. Now it's just a drop here. Oh, that was hit hard. Hit extremely hard. Bad flip that shook the camera. We'll try to fix that up in a minute. That one that was tattooed on that one. That was hit extremely far. I think that's two houses down. That one's hit well as well. And it's just you have to accept that these teams are slowing down in their play. That one's hit nicely to the left. Southern Dry Blues, I guess they're standing the test of time right now, but the Pacific Rain used to be on top with Hunter Marshall back to back, and it's just they get perfect game after perfect game. That's another one. Similar to what Norman Howard was doing. And it's just crazy. Norman Howard suffering an injury. I think he'll be out for the first two games, for these next two games. He'll be out for the Cougars game, and as well as his tune-up game next week. So he'll be back just in time to play Caleb Caldwell and the Eagles for the Ace and Eagles, the oldest rivalry, the most heated rivalry of the league. And he is going home. He will be put out at home. No, he will score. No, he will be put out, but runs will score. So that'll make it 0-10. He'll be out at home, but runs will still score. And that won't look like that one hit him. So he'll take first. So a lot of injuries. And apparently I think there's something going on with Joshua Marshall. And I really don't think he'll be able to play. So he's broken the LWO rule. We don't want to disclose what that was, but he will not be playing for week 3 or week 4. He'll make it just in time to play the Cougars on rivalry week. But he broke an LWO rule for disorderly conduct, and that one that's just stupid reasoning and poor judgment by Josh Marshall. He's got to be better off the field. But yeah, it's just this week has become action-packed. So the rain will take the plate for the bottom of the third. Swing at something poorly here. When we do have the kickoff game, we'll show the classic highlights after that one. The kickoff game, the school kickoff game does not count. But your final score: the Rain 0 and the Blues with 10. Still a high score game, but it was a blowout.